will take over the world, baby. Put her down right now. What kind of fool am I?
To sit across from Wayne Brady
Hungry.
is like getting a ticket to a one-man show.
Let's go now. Let's go now.
You might get a little James Brown.
And he would do that thing. He had this.
Perhaps a little Sammy Davis Jr. too.
He was very dignified. He'd talk to the audience, like to thank the audience. And all of a sudden, when he would start singing, his voice would change, and he would just get bigger.
And if you have kids,
'cause we gotta eat.
you might recognize
And you got the food.
Clover, the rabbit from Disney's Sophia the First.
Yo, get your hands off me, Sophia. Hey, all right, you can touch me.
With all those voices in his head, you might think Wayne Brady's a bit schizophrenic. But there are few entertainers who are more single-minded about success than he is.
So how do you see yourself?
I see myself as the guy that can do whatever you want him to do.
Get up. Come on.
This 40-year-old father of one has shown he can do just about anything he's asked to do.
My name is
He's won an Emmy for his comedic improv skills.
Go on.
No, I just wanted to tell you who I was. I have no question.
Oh, thank you.
He won 2 more Emmys for Best Talk Show Host. He's been nominated for a Grammy, wants to win a Tony, and he says he's just getting warmed up.
There's so many things that I cannot do. But this stuff, the entertaining, the singing, the improv, the dancing, the drama, the writing music, the sketch writer, I've got those.
He got them, he says, from watching his heroes, the Dean Martins, Frank Sinatras, and Carol Burnett's of the world.
All right, we are off.
And it's that same kind of old-school versatility
Let's go.
that Brady hopes he's bringing to his current performance.
You want a car? You got $20,000
As the host
and a brand new car.
of Let's Make a Deal.
Got $1,200.
The game show turned 50 years old this month.
But I got $1,200. Do you want to get some more?
Perfect for an entertainer who sees himself as a throwback.
I'm gonna rub your feet.
The more outlandish and unexpected the audience, the more Brady feels alive and on his toes.
I'm gonna work my way around your corns and avoid that blister.
I'm in the middle of the audience, thinking on my feet, changing people's lives, and making some comedy along the way.
For $75, Joyce Hill bought door number 3, and let's
But he's
see
got
what's
big shoes
behind
to
that
fill.
door.
It was Monty Hall who first put Let's Make a Deal on the air back in 1963.
And what do we got back there in the curtain?
He made guessing what's behind curtain number 1
The color television set.
a national pastime.
Monty Hall.
Hall is now 91, but he's still in the game as Wayne Brady's creative consultant.
I once said to Wayne when we were starting the show, I said, Wayne, if a woman is going for a car and she loses it and still kisses you, you did something right.
There's something waiting right inside of the box, and I just want you to see it.
Do you feel like you had sort of a tradition to live up to because the show was so well known?
No, and that was very freeing.
It's inside of a box, not a curtain over door.
All I needed to do was entertain, and everything else would fall into place.
Not bad for a kid from Orlando, Florida, who grew up reluctant to even open his mouth, all because of a debilitating stutter.
How bad was the stutter?
It was bad enough I really did not want to talk to too many people because I would get so worked up. You know what, I'm gonna shut up. Because if I shut up, then you can't make fun of me.
He was raised largely by his grandmother, so much so he calls her Mom. But even she couldn't stop the teasing.
Either you break under that pressure as a kid, because bullying is no joke, or you learn to take it and give it back and do it in a way that gets a positive response.
And that's what acting was for you.
And that's what acting was for me.
Good evening, everybody, and welcome to Whose Line Is It Anyway?
That ability to come up with a quick comeback to those who tormented him was what eventually landed Brady in the spotlight.
Now, Wayne, you're going to be singing to Richard Simmons.
I'm ready.
And you're going to be singing him, make a song about Richard in the style of disco.
He broke onto the national scene on the improv comedy hit, Whose Line Is It Anyway?
Here's a little fact that I think you
was so good that he thought that there just had to be a script, but there wasn't. He made everything up on the spot.
Without delay, I'm bumping with Richard. What's my wife gonna say?
If you can't keep this pace, if you're not getting a laugh every time you open your mouth, then you have no business being on that show.
Soon, other opportunities came his way.
Your host for Miss America, Wayne Brady.
Everything from hosting the Miss America pageant in 2002, the first black host ever, by the way.
It's the Wayne Brady Show.
To getting his name on a talk show.
Come on, I had my own show, the Wayne Brady Show. That was the biggest thing in the world to me. I thought that I'd arrived.
But with the notoriety came the critics. Some claiming Brady wasn't black enough. Others that his act was just too squeaky clean.
Hold on.
Until, that is,
There he is. Back yourself, fool! Oh, it's Wayne Brady, son!
Wayne Brady showed another side.
Oh, Raquel, what's this? Mr. Franklin's lonely.
Surprising audiences with a comedy sketch he helped write with comedian Dave Chappelle.
Is Wayne Brady gonna have to choke a I'm gonna have to get out this car.
Wayne Brady, the thug, became an internet sensation, which was flattering, Brady says, but only to a point.
People go, but that's just not you. And that's why it's so funny. I was like, you don't know me. Till the day that I die, I will constantly say, do not define me by that.
Labels aren't Wayne Brady's thing. Just when he was getting recognized for his acting talents,
Doesn't mean nothing.
he turned to music.
Music has always been my first love.
Girl, out of all the time you
He's currently in the studio working on an R&B album. And expectations are high. Why? Because this isn't his first album.
I was born by the river.
A long time coming was released back in 2008, and it landed him a Grammy nomination for the best traditional R&B vocal performance of a Sam Cooke classic.
When a Grammy nomination, of all things, my first CD out, dropped in my lap, I cried. I cried to myself, and then I called my mom and I cried. I knocked on my little girl's room, and Daddy got a Grammy. Big deal in my household.
So if everything else were to go away, but you still had music, you'd be happy?
Yeah. Yeah, I would.
There are few worries about anything going away yet. After all, he remains a regular as a headliner in Vegas.
Showtime.
True to form, his show offers a little bit of everything.
This beat makes me reminisce.
Just the way he likes it. No labels.
I've always consistently just been me. I'm 40 now, so I hope I'll have this conversation with you when we're 80 and be able to say the same thing.